Hi, hello everyone. Hey Mish, how are you? I don't have the sound on. As always, we're gonna talk about a couple of things before we get started here. So first of all, I think we're all very excited about Visions of Eternity, okay? Another thing is that, and it's absolutely, like, you guys have no idea what it looks like. So my TV that I was using as my second screen up there, was the oldest TV that I've had in this house. That TV was 18 years old, okay? Or 17 years old. Something like that. 17, 16, something like that. I don't know. It was very old. A little tired, but doing pretty fantastic. Yeah, I know. I'm very hyped myself. So, that TV died finally after like 16 plus years. It died. It without any, like, it didn't explode. It didn't do anything crazy. All it did was just like turned off for the very last time and then never turned back on. And so I had to retire that. Hi NM, how are you? So I now have, I don't have, that was a 32-inch TV and it was perfect because it fit right onto the thing that I had sitting there. I didn't have, I needed another monitor and I didn't want to take any of the ones that my sister has set up right now. So I'm like, what? So I had to like use another one of my TVs, my bedroom TV that I never used. Like, it's this TV that I probably once a year I turn on to like maybe watch a movie, but I don't usually watch TV in the bedroom. Like, I don't ever. So but it's huge. It's massive. Seems a little faster today. Interesting. Maybe they got their stuff figured out. So now I have this other TV that I'm using, and I can't really tell how the quality is anymore. I can move it down. This is my regular screen now. Okay, so I can kind of see it down here. Yeah, so it's not a monitor, and it's too large, and so like I had to like make it all smaller on there because it was just like too much. And now I have this giant TV. My light is like in front of it because I don't have room. It's just so big. I'm like, it's bigger than the screen that I'm using, but I don't want a big screen like that. So, anyways, so that's what's going on. And then you guys want to hear something really funny? So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Before we get into it, I want to kind of vent for a second because I just got a really interesting text message from one of my coworkers. So let me tell you guys a story, all right? A couple weeks ago, one of our regulars had suggested that we do a movie night at his house. And so we had planned this to be last Friday, the 24th, okay? And so, like, I had requested off and, like, all the stuff, and they had it, like, covered and blah, blah, blah. And we had a great time. I went to, we watched the movie at his house. It was, like, really good. It was, like, a group of us. It was really fun, right? So the next day, which was Saturday, our schedule for this week was coming out because they had some issues with it because the manager that was doing the schedule was actually getting moved to a different restaurant, so they didn't have anyone doing the schedule. So it came out really late. Came out on Saturday. The general manager of the restaurant who was making the schedule, like 5 minutes before I talked to him, he was going to release it that day, but he was like working on it all day. I approached him and I talked to him about the schedule that I would want to have, how I want my schedule to look like, okay? And he said, okay, I got you, blah, blah, blah. The schedule comes out and it's nothing like how I wanted it. And on top of that, they just copy and pasted the same week, like from last week. He copy and pasted exactly what I had. So I'm scheduled off on Friday night, which is Halloween. Like, that's Halloween, and I'm scheduled to be off on Halloween. So they I don't know. I guess they didn't talk to anyone about it. They didn't figure anything out. So my coworker just messaged me and says, hey, the person that was supposed to be working that's scheduled for Friday, she was only available for that one Friday, but she can't do this Friday coming up. And I said, okay. And she said, do you want the shift? And I said, no, because I actually made plans for Halloween. Because what I wanted to do is actually do a Halloween stream. So, and I kind of set that in my mind that I was going to do that stream. So Uh, she's like, oh God, we're gonna be so fucked. Like, literally, that was her response. And I said, well, you know, I talked to the manager about the schedule the way that they're supposed to be. I've been trying to I have been fighting this fight with them for the last month now, trying to get the schedule in order the way that it's supposed to be, and they keep ignoring everything that I keep saying. So now they're fucked for Friday night because they don't have enough bartenders. I don't care. So that's my little story. Literally 2 minutes before I started the stream is the conversation that I had on my phone with my coworker. So very interesting, right? So they're gonna be fucked. But yeah, anyways. So the way that this week is gonna look like, the way that I have it right now, as of right now, unless something happens, like, I don't know, fucking tornado blows my house away or something. The way this is gonna work is tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna go live around somewhere between like noon and 1 p.m. I don't know, somewhere, depends on when I get up, right? Because that's usually the time I get up. So I want to like eat something, take a shower, get ready, set up everything. So it takes me a little bit to do all that. So somewhere between like noon and 1 p.m., somewhere around that, I'm gonna go live. The way what we're gonna do it is we're gonna play through the story all the way through the first map. Okay. Once they want me to go for the story to the next map, we're gonna stop the story there, and we're gonna do map completion, and we're gonna do like the world boss, and we're gonna do all the events, and we're gonna do some achievements, and we're gonna work on some masteries, and we're gonna talk about what's happened in the story, maybe explore some elite specializations, blah blah blah, whatever. On Wednesday, it's gonna be the same time that I'm gonna go live. It's somewhere around noon, 1 p.m., whatever, sometime in the afternoon, whatever. I'm gonna go live, and it's gonna be the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna do the second map story. Finish up the story, then we're going to do map completion. We're going to talk about, you know, everything that's been going on. We're going to do the meta event. We're going to do all kinds of events, achievements, blah, blah, blah. Talk about lore, whatever we expect, right? No, she literally is funny because she says, this is what she says. It's really funny. She says, oh, we're going to be fucked. Not your problem. And I'm like, yep, certainly not my problem. So, yeah, so that's gonna happen on Wednesday. Now, I did get, just so you guys know, and I'm gonna probably try a, oh my god, you guys, okay, so I did get some giveaway codes. Okay. Now I'm thinking, so there are community chests and gem giveaways that I have. So I'm gonna probably, if we can get some people in here today, I want to try out to do a giveaway on stream. Because I haven't done an on-stream one in a long time. But I got a bunch of them. Okay, like there's a bunch of them that they got for me for tomorrow's and Wednesday's stream. So I'm probably gonna try to do, what I'm gonna try to do is, how many did I get? Let me just count real quick. So I'll probably do hourly giveaways, I'm thinking. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna do hourly giveaways because there's I don't know how long the streams are gonna be, but what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to do like every hour, do like a giveaway or something like that. I'm gonna need to be reminded by people to do it. But like I'm gonna have like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do from 1 hour to the next is gonna be like how the drawing is. So it's gonna be from like 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. We're gonna have the drawing open, and then at 2 p.m. I do the drawing, and then I'll do another drawing from like 2 to 3, and another drawing from, you know, and so on and so forth. That's probably how it's gonna go. If I run out of stuff, I'm gonna see if I can like get something else to give away. But like I shouldn't be running out on Tuesday, but probably Wednesday. I mean, depending on how long my streams are. If I'm streaming for like 6 hours each day, I'm probably gonna run out halfway through Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to like come up with like other things, but that'll be fine. All day, every day. I wish I could do all day, every day. If I was independently wealthy, you guys, I'd be giving expansions away every day. I 100% would. I've always talked about that. I've always like thought to myself, if I like ever win the lottery or something, like I'll be doing like just giveaways of shit like on stream all the time. I'll just be streaming for fun, and I'll just be like doing giveaways all the time. So, but I want to try out because I haven't used. You guys know we have a bot, but it's not an active bot. It's just a bot that kind of hangs out, and looms over everyone, silently. God, I can't even open the website because my light is in the way. I hate this TV. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not a bad TV, but it's just too big. Yeah, it is on. It's not on Twitch though. Okay, now it is. I'm gonna try to do a giveaway at some point today. Ooh, I could do some merch giveaway too. Interesting. Huh. Whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna try that later. Do a giveaway. So if I want a lottery, I'd be search through myself and get stuff away to my community. Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, 100% what I would do. If I had the money, I swear to you guys, because I want more people to play the game, right? Like, I want more people to enjoy the game. So I'd be like, I'm giving all this stuff away, so everyone would be like able to play it all the time. So, but yeah, so today I just kind of want to hang out with you guys. We'll talk about our expectations, our hopes and dreams, our wishes for the future. Not in your private life. Just I want to hear about Guild Wars 2. I don't care what you wish for in your private life. Okay, I don't give a shit. Right? Just kidding. I do care, but I don't care today. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna probably do my final. I haven't done my weeklies yet. I'm not gonna turn those in. But I'm gonna do those. I don't even have a YouTube. I do have a utility. I lied. So, what do you guys... Okay, let's see if I can utilize the bot in some crazy way. Let's see if I can do a poll. I'm gonna try to do... Let's see if it works, because obviously I'm dual streaming, minimum of 2 required. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to figure this out. Don't use a timer. Not so much talking to me.
Are you currently looking?
Not at the moment.
Okay, sorry guys, there's like so much happening today. Let's see.
You should talk to Zuja. The solution was elegant and
I don't know. I ran into our monsters from
Oh,
years
no. No, I don't want that. Okay. Hold on. This is the first time I've been doing this, but because I'm dual streaming, I have to do it through my bot. So let's do it this way. Okay. What else? Okay. What else do we have? I could put in. Okay. I'm just gonna post this. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna start the poll. My dreams are to be a pretty little princess, accept my dreams. Your dreams are accepted, but I didn't say I wouldn't accept them. I just said I wouldn't care. And I hold to that. I don't care. You can be whatever you want to be. I just don't want to be involved in it. That sounds so mean. No, I just, if that's what you want to be, man, then, or woman. I call everyone man. I call everyone my guy. I actually started calling everyone my guy. Which started, you know where that started? When I started calling everyone my guy. It started with the Grinch thing. I don't know if you guys ever saw that gif of the Grinch, and he's like, or I don't know if it was like a short or whatever video of the guy dressed up as the Grinch, and he's like, "What is up, my guy?" And ever since then, I can't stop saying that. And recently, it's taken over my life. So that's my life. I keep calling everyone my guy. It doesn't matter what you identify as. You're a guy to me. What up, my guy? I'm probably gonna be sorting through. So I've kind of decided, because as you guys know, I did get to do the like a preview. So I got to play a little bit of Visions of Eternity already. I didn't play too much. I didn't play any of the story. I just kind of went through the maps. I did a couple of events. I looked around a little bit. You know, see what fun stuff I could find.
Some must fight.
And
so that all may be
I've
free.
kind of decided on. I think I'm gonna stick with Warrior, and I'm gonna do Paragon, because that was actually surprisingly the one that I had the most fun with. Like, and this was not because that is my main. I genuinely gave Ritualist a try. I gave. Why did I not sell that? I don't know. No. I gave Ritualist a try. I gave Conduit a try. I gave Paragon a try. I gave the Guardian one. Forgot the name already. I gave that one a try. I tried a lot of them. Okay, and okay, so clearly on Twitch, wait a minute, I need to look at something now. Let me pull up my streams. No one is saying anything. They're all in shock. Everyone's in shock. It's pure shock and horror. Shock and horror at the same time. Let me just pull up my streams. I want to see what they look like on each individual chat. Okay, let me pull this up. I'm going like way around back to this thing. Skimmer, someone voted Skimmer. Yeah, hold on, let me see what it looks like in chat. Okay, the instructions, yeah, okay. I'm going like way around. Does it keep your it does not keep your progress. So sorry, you guys can hear me. It does not keep my progress. I was given a new account. They made like a throwaway account that I could play on. Okay, so this is on YouTube. What does it look like? Oh, it looks like that on Twitch too. Okay, so it looks good. That's fine. Yeah, it does not keep. So you guys can vote. The way that it works is because it appears really strange on my text here, but so the options are the legendary weapons, skimmer, the story, or the general content and maps. So you can vote right now in the poll by putting in !vote and then whatever you want. So Mish already voted, which I saw in there. So you guys can vote and let me know what you guys think. I actually can. Want to give up? No. Jormag is whispering to us. Shut up, Jormag. No one cares about you. Shut your mouth. You're dead. Yeah, so I got a throwaway account. So none of it, because the way that it worked too was very different to it's very different to how like you would make a normal character, because the way that they have it is that you get 9 characters already created for you, and they have like all the equipment already on them, and then you have all the maps unlocked. And so what I did is I immediately went over to Castora and went into the maps. So it's all weapon. Yeah, it's yeah, I didn't know really how it worked. So it's weird because it doesn't show your guys. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like change how that works because the way that I have it right now, um, yeah, the weird part is so it asked me when I made the poll, it asked me to name the specific things that I'm probably gonna redo the poll. Let me redo the poll. Let me close the poll. Complete it. Okay. Let me redo it because yeah, let me redo it because I've never done it before. So why can't I? So friggin' annoying.
I know.
Notify a viewer that the vote has been registered. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. The way that it's set up on mine is it asks me for a name of the option, and then it asks me what the command for the option is. But then I'm the only one that sees the name, and you guys only see the command for the option. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't think that's how it was gonna be. So we're gonna edit this. I'm gonna do it differently. Okay, I'm gonna do it more general. So I'm gonna try it again. So this is a new poll. Hold on, I didn't start it. Okay. I've never done a poll like this before, so. Okay. So that looks a little bit better. I meant by weapons, I meant legendary weapons. So it was kind of confusing. But like I said, because I put in as the name legendary weapons, and then as the voting, I wanted to make it like nice and short. So I just called it weapon or weapons or whatever. And then that didn't translate over very well. So, okay. I was like, cool, great. So we're going to just do the poll. The giveaway is probably going to be very similar to that, but it's going to be way more simplified. But anyways, so going back, just so bored of all the Easter eggs we've been playing. Can't wait to switch everyone out. Yeah, I know, but I feel like we're gonna get really tired of that really quickly too. I don't know. The ones that like not just visually but also like gameplay wise change a lot of things. Those might be very interesting. There's a couple of things that they've changed which I saw, and they were actually like pretty decent changes. I like most of the changes they did to Paragon. Paragon has got some really good changes, but with the other ones, I don't think the changes were significant enough for me to really say, huh, I really like this now. Like, I'm not there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not there. So I'm still thinking Paragon, because the options they gave Paragon is really good. So I'm very excited for tomorrow. I like Gale Shot is really good too. Gale Shot is like just so good. I can't wait because my owl theme character is definitely going to be switched over to Gale Shot, because right now he's always been a core ranger, because I've always wanted to do like a long range ranger with an owl and stuff. So yeah.
Wayfinder,
I don't know. Hi Emily, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Are you excited for tomorrow? I'm just gonna collect some chests, I think. Just hanging out. We can kind of talk about what we're excited about the most. I'm excited about I don't know anything about the story, right? Like, I've seen the maps, but and not that I'm not excited for those. I am very excited for those, but it's just, oh, I need to get, do I have some things here? You excited for my stream? Nice. It'll be super exciting. I'll be live tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I think Friday. So the way that I have it planned right now, Friday will be the Halloween stream. I want to do Guild Wars 1 Halloween, and I'm actually off on Friday night, which is Halloween. So on Halloween, I'm gonna be live if you guys want to hang out. If not, that's fine. The stream is always, all my streams are in the live tab. Remember that. I know there's a lot of people that don't ever realize that. I actually like that armor on Char. It looks really cool. Really good. So I'm gonna be live on Friday night. I'm sure people are oh, I don't have any of this either. Hey, that's fantastic. Love me that. I'm out of all of that. And I bought the expensive version. I don't know why I did that. Way more interesting. Well, I'm glad. There's gonna be a lot to talk about. I can already tell that there's gonna be a lot to talk about, a lot to speculate. Because there's some stuff that I've already seen where I'm like, whoa, okay, that's good. There's gonna be a lot of talking. Like, there's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna have to like speculate and stuff. So it's gonna be super fun for those that like the lore. Why is my eye so itchy right now? For those of you that like the lore, like, there's a lot of really good stuff that we're gonna talk about. And the maps are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're so beautiful. There was like not a moment where I wasn't in any of the maps where I was like, wow, this looks great. And they both look really good. They both look really, really good. So they did a nice job. Does anyone know, did the shadow thing already go live? Or is that something that's coming live tomorrow? I saw the post about it and I read about it. But above? Oh, up there. But I don't know when this shadow thing is gonna go live. The like update to the shadows. Yeah, so you missed the conversation that I had early on. So right before I went live,
You're helping me today?
oh, God, I always hate
I could use an extra spear anyway.
every time. This guy, shut up,
Our target is
Lone
quick.
Tundra.
Tether it with your
Or
journey
Lorne
kit, and
Tundra.
when it's weak, attack.
Not Lone Tundra.
No needless suffering.
Uh-huh.
The village was gifted a
Tomorrow.
few communication devices, so I'll be with you the whole way. Oh, a little scary what technology has become.
So anyways, the conversation that I had earlier before I went live was, so a few weeks ago, I had with one of our regulars at launch of expansion. Okay, awesome. So exciting. Ooh, that's gonna be really nice. Because I saw, like, I read through the post. I actually had time today to read the post. Because I saw the thing about it. And I saw the videos that people posted and stuff. About, like, the comparisons that they had. But I didn't have actually time to sit down until today. So today I sat down and I kind of read through the whole thing. And it was super cool to kind of see the difference. Because it looks super nice. Like, it's so weird that we don't, like, until you actually see it, you don't realize how big of a difference those shadows actually make in making the game look really polished and stuff. So I'm very excited about that. But anyways, so let me retell for all of you that are new. Let me retell the story of what happened before I went live. So a few weeks ago, I made plans with one of our regulars that we would be going to his house, a bunch of us, and we'd be doing a movie night. We'd be doing like a Halloween movie night, and we'd be bringing like food and charcuterie boards and snacks and blah, blah, blah. And we'd be hanging out, talking, watching a movie, whatever, right? So that was happening on Friday, which was the 24th. Okay, so I had weeks ago requested off for Friday night. So I got Friday night off, which never happens because I always work on Friday nights. I've worked on Friday nights for the last like decade. I've never gotten a Friday night off. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, I never request off. So I requested Friday night off, right? And so we did the movie. It was a really good time. And the manager that usually does the schedule, he was leaving to work at a different restaurant. So he wasn't making the schedule anymore. And so the general manager had to go in and do the schedule. So it was coming out really late. Usually comes out on Thursday or Friday. It came out on Saturday. So right before my general manager releases the schedule, I go to talk to him about it. And I say, hey, this is the schedule, how we need to have it set up. Like, all the bartenders had agreed, like, hey, this is how we want the schedule. This is what it's supposed to look like. We all want it that way. This covers you on all the things that you need. Like, we're not telling you how to do your job. Like, we have everything covered. This is like the least amount of labor that you're gonna have on your thing or whatever, right? Because they're always worried about labor. So I tell him all of this, and he's like, okay, gotcha, blah blah blah, I'll make sure, right? Because honestly, you guys, my schedule that I've had for the last like 3-4 months has been abysmal, has been really awful. And I got sick twice, and I'm pretty sure it's because the schedule is literally killing me. So I need the schedule to change. Anyways, so an hour later, after I have this conversation with him, he releases the schedule, and it's copy and pasted from last week. It's literally the exact same schedule that I had, with Friday night missing. Like, I wasn't working Friday night. Just all copy and pasted to this week. So I'm like, okay. So I was under the impression that there was a girl that is working with us temporarily. Like, she's going to be moving to a new restaurant as well. But she's currently working with us. And she was working my shift on Friday night. Well, 2 minutes before I went live, I get a text message from one of our other bartenders that is going to be working Friday night, she's throwing a Halloween party on Friday night at the bar, meaning that there's going to be 100,000 people there, like, wanting to celebrate Halloween. Okay, so she texts me and she says, so-and-so being the girl that is supposed to be covering my shift on Friday, or working my dinner shift that I usually have on Friday, so-and-so isn't supposed to be scheduled and is not going to work Friday. Do you want the shift? And now my thing is that I wanted to do the Halloween stream on Friday, and I had it all set up that way, that I wanted to do Halloween on Friday. So I said, I actually made plans now for Friday. They need to figure out how to make a schedule. And she said, we're going to be so fucked. Not your problem. I said, I even talked to him about the schedule like an hour before he posted it, LOL. And she says, they're so dumb, that's all I have to say. So yeah, so I'm not going to be working Friday, because now at this point I want them to fail at life. And yeah, that's what happened. So I don't care. It's not my problem. If they need me to make a schedule, I can most certainly do the schedule. If they give me more money, I can make a schedule. I've made schedules before, and I probably will do 100% of a better job than they will, but they need to pay me for that. Yeah, I can't to either watch you play or when I'm playing to run into an object in the second map that looks very similar to the Bellum Legendary. Yeah, there's a you're gonna see there's a lot. Did I not? Wait, what just happened? Did I not dig that out? I thought I did. I did not. What did I do? Was I not over here digging this out? I guess not.
And now the fun begins.
Yeah, not your problem. Wonder if you could pull up the fly-through of the second map on tonight's stream so we can speculate on it. Well, the problem is that I already know, like, I know the second map really well. So it's really hard for me, because I was thinking about that too, but I'm like, now that I've already seen the maps, it's really hard for me to speculate on some of the stuff, because I already know some of the stuff. I don't know a lot. Like, I don't, like, it's not like I know all of the secrets of Castor. I have no clue about 95% of it, but like, when it comes to maps, the thing is, like, I already know how a lot of it kind of... Let me look at it. Let me look at the fly-through real quick. Because it's not a bad idea. Remember, guys, I'm just doing a poll right now. So vote, exclamation point, vote legendaries, skimmer, maps, or content for what you would like, what you're most excited for. That is currently going on. There's no way that I can send like a refresher in there. Oh, well, let's do every 10 lines. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Guild Wars 2 YouTube, right? They had it on the YouTube channel, I think, right? I like that they've been posting a lot of videos. It's been really, really good. Because they need to do that anyways more often. Okay. Let me look at it real quick. Oh god, this... Such a bad quality. This... I don't know why this specific browser has problems playing videos. I don't get it at all, but... It's fine. Oh, I did go to... There was an area that I just saw, and I'm like, I went there. I went to that area. I went to that area unknowing I went to that area. Yeah, I can't really do a fly through of it because I think the one thing that we all want to talk about or that we want to speculate on, I know too much, so I don't want to speculate on. You guys will have to wait until tomorrow. Because tomorrow I can like kind of reveal some stuff that I already know, but I can't.
In need of aid,
I just look at, am I right in seeing what I saw? So you did this now for me, thanks. Okay, yeah, thanks for entertaining. I love speculation. I know. And I like I said, I would love to speculate, you know, on it more, but just, yeah, I just know too much. And you know what happens to people that know too much? They usually get killed in unfortunate ways. I'm not ready to leave yet. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think even the thing is, even with the speculations or even with, you know, knowing what's really behind all of it, we don't know the significant impact that it has. Like, I don't even know the impact that knowing what we know, what we'll know about that, what that has. Like, I think that'll be revealed somehow in the story a little bit, but I don't know like what impact any of that could have possibly. I have no idea. So, and that's the fun part to me. It's like, because I've seen a lot of the things, but I don't know what the impact of it is, what the meaning behind of it is, right? Like, it's really cool. So I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited to see the maps. The maps look really good. They look smaller, in like, I don't know, size-wise, I think they might be like smaller than this, but they're like packed full of stuff, it seems to me. The little bit that I did, there was like stuff going on everywhere. Arena got their Deadeye scoping you out. I mean, they probably would. Or New Mastery or both. Probably. Maybe. I probably had some Mastery stuff to do. Because I actually don't know what part of anything it has to do with. So probably, I'm guessing probably... Wait, what? Draw out the enemy? We just did that already. Oh. No, we didn't. Oh my god. I'm trying to do like 2 things at once. My brain can barely do 1 thing at once. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff that's coming to the game, and it looks really good, and I'm very excited for it. The elite specializations, I think a lot of people are gonna like them. I think I've settled on like 2 of them that I like. Specifically, the rest of them are kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'll learn to love them. But right now there's only 2 that I'm like, yeah, you know what? I really, really like this. So. But I only played like about an hour's worth of like the new content. So And it's funny because I both have a legendary spear and I have a legendary staff, but I do want to make that new legendary. Like that new legendary staff and spear like combo thing looks so good. I actually had it like I played with it in game, and it looks so good. I love the animations on it, and I'm like, oh my god, like I already have a legendary staff and spear, but I really want this. I really like this. Oh, they just killed it. Could have been a part of it. Really, really like. I don't know if you guys like it, but it looks really good.
A hunter.
Love the animations
Glad
on
you're
it.
here. I am. Thought Barbell was
Glad
sending
you're
me on
here,
an
I
easy
am.
hunt, just being a reindeer and all.
Get out of here.
Something's got this one all worked up. Need to tether it to your
I think I'm
journey
definitely
like a
gonna like
salmon
3 of
before
them.
you put it
Conduit,
down.
Gearshot, Invoker, which happens to be 3 different. Oh, it does.
One
That's
of
you're
these
right.
nifty
Yeah.
talkie boxes. I'll throw my voice in your ear as you go. Get
Did I
him,
open this?
hunter.
I did not open
Be brave.
And then drops also are enabled tomorrow. So we're gonna do giveaways and we're gonna have drops enabled. So that's like a double whammy right there. There's gonna be a lot for people to like watch the streams and stuff. Because from what I understand, it's not like I'm not the like there was a bunch of us that are gonna be doing giveaways. Because they were like they're giving us like giveaway stuff. Like we're gonna have a bunch of stuff to give away. And that's just not me. That's a lot of partners that are streaming tomorrow. They're gonna have a ton of stuff to give away. So it's gonna be really cool. I like the direction that Arena is taking the approach to marketing the game a little bit more, right? Like a lot of people, I know that on my comments recently we talked about it, right? There was a person that talked about, oh, they're making anyone a partner right now, right? There was that whole conversation with that person, which actually, by the way, and I posted about it, they showed up to another video and comment the same shit on the video. And I'm like, okay, like clearly you don't have a life. You need to get a fucking life. But anyways, I just think that I think that's the best way to promote the game is just having these giveaways and having things for people to earn in game to watch content creators for, like whether they're partners or not, right? It's just that's like one way to promote your game, right? Like Twitch is just such a big platform to promote something like that, right? Like if we can get to the front page of Twitch, like that would be huge, I think, in the long run for Guild Wars, because I think that's just going to bring a lot of people into the franchise. They're going to check it out, you know, and maybe bring back people that haven't played in a long time. I mean, there's so many people that keep talking about that they haven't played the game in like a decade and they're coming back. The wardrobe template, no, I did not. I don't know if that was available to me, but I did not. If it was available to me, I didn't see it. And then I definitely didn't use it. I did not. So I know nothing about it. I'm very excited for that as well. But I didn't see anything for it. I think I looked through the menu a couple of times to see if there was like anything new, and I didn't see anything. So I don't think that that's a feature that's coming with tomorrow's release. My suspicion is because they talked about doing like quality of life stuff for the first quarterly update after. So I'm thinking fashion templates are going to come with that because they haven't talked about it yet. So I feel like if that was coming with tomorrow's update, they would have already talked about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Oh, really? Well, luckily I am in my Twitch stream here. Get out of here! Get out of here! 3-story intermediary, yo. Boom, you're done. You're done, Zo. Yeah, I think wardrobe thing is coming. Yeah, I think so too. I think the wardrobe thing. Also excited for a few others. Almost every elite spec only wants some iffy on our Paragon Luminary. But the changes they talked about makes me excited. Yeah, I think with the changes, I'm going to be honest with you guys. with the changes which I saw when I played through, Paragon to me is really good. I really, really like Paragon. Definitely a fan of it, but it might be a little biased because, you know, I've always played Warrior and I love Paragon so much, so maybe that there's some bias there. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it, and I'll definitely be playing Paragon through the story. So I'll be taking this guy through the story. Like I said, I might play some others. You know, I might like after the fact. You know, I might go in like if there's like a teleport scroll. I don't know if there's gonna be like a teleport scroll or something. And if I can teleport to like Castora with another character, I might try to unlock like another elite spec with like another character or something. We'll play that a little bit and we'll see how that is. But yeah. I hope you guys are excited. I'm very excited. I like I said before, it's whether or not so there's a couple of things actually that I'm excited for. So for one, obviously, I think and I've talked about this many times. I just think it's great that we're getting something for Guild Wars 2, right? Like there's so many games that over the last decade, specifically MMOs that have like come and gone, right? Like they came into existence, they did their thing, and a lot of people fell in love with them or liked them for one reason or another. But then now they're gone. They closed down for whatever, you know, one reason or another, right? And so having Guild Wars 2 still be like active and still get like pretty polished content. Like, yeah, I can agree that the mini expansions aren't the best content ever, but they're pretty good for what they are, right? For $25, I think you get a lot of value. And I also think that the mini expansions, while rather slowly, I think they've been improving since Secrets of the Obscure. And I think it'll become more apparent for most people when they step into Visions of Eternity, I think. Just based on the stuff that you can earn in-game, right? Like, we're getting 6 legendaries to be earned in the game, right? Like, that you can earn through in-game stuff. You know, we're getting like another homestead, we're getting fashion templates, we're getting all these like we're getting like really like a decent chunk of things with this new expansion that I feel like ever since Secrets of the Obscure, I think it's just been these mini expansions have actually gotten bigger in those terms, in terms of like the stuff that's in there. I think the one major thing that ArenaNet still needs to work on as of Janthia Wilds is really like sticking the landing with those, because there's nothing worse than having something like an expansion just finish up really lukewarm, and they did it twice now, right? And I would even argue that Janthia Wilds ending was worse than Secrets of the Obscure, right? Obviously, I think there is like different arguments to either side of that, you know. But it's kind of a shame, right? So I think ArenaNet really needs to learn that, and I hope that they can figure out how to make the ending like feel kind of, you know, epic in a way, right? It doesn't have to be like this, oh my god, you know, like end of Path of Fire, end of season 4 or whatever, right? But it should aim to be on that level in a way, a little bit, I think. I like to think, you know. So played Warrior on my old account, and then LA on the new. Both specs that utilize fire or fiery effects. I like Berserker. Yeah, and that's kind of cool about, you know, I did my dual classing video, you know, about the Warrior and stuff, and it's really cool how it really feels like, you know, when I made those videos, I can tell you that for me, that is exactly how those elite specs were designed. So that when I look at the Berserker, I I really do see like an elementalist through the eyes of a warrior, right? Where it's like this brutal application of using the fire and earth elemental elements, and you know, just I don't know, it just to me is very, it becomes very apparent when you look at it that way, and that's really cool to me, because it's almost like you can play an elementalist but in a different way, and that's really cool to me. It'll be nice to be a spear staff paragon without any fire anymore, and my evoker will stick to fire but still dabble in other elements. Yeah, there's definitely like no fire at all on Paragon, which is kind of interesting that they didn't have, like, I don't know if they're maybe eventually gonna update it or something to have like a Condi route that you can take, because as you guys know, we've been playing a lot of Paragon and Guild Wars 1, and Paragon had access to a ton of fire. There was a lot of fire that was available to the Paragon. You know, there was like elite skills that dealt with like setting things on fire and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're ever gonna update that to maybe include that, or just have it be like, oh no, Berserker is like the fire Condi spec and we'll leave it like that. You know, I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with it, really. I found one thing, I will tell you, I found a couple of jumping puzzles in the new maps, and I really like them. They're really good. They're really, really good. I finished one of them. I didn't finish the other one, but they're good. They're good. You guys are gonna like them. Yeah, I think Arena really kept learning with the mistakes they made and reiterate evolve. Yeah, I think they're doing really well, and I know that some people might say like, oh, he's an Arena partner, he's a sellout, he has to say that. Like, you guys know, even after I became a partner, I still made a really terrible, it was a good review, but it was just like how terrible Jantia Wells was, right? Like, I don't care to open my mouth and say like, because I like to think that when I'm critical of something, that I'm very, like, I try to be very articulate about it, and I don't try to be like just an ignorant ass about it, where I just like, well, this sucks and I hate it, right? Like, I like to think that I think it through and I come up with reasons why I think so, why I think this sucks for a reason. You know what I mean? Is he like... Oh no, it's like I've been having, I don't know if this has something to do, my frames have been dropping really like a lot. I don't know if I need to like, I need to look at my options later and kind of figure out if I can get, I noticed that today I was playing a little bit and my frames were like really, really bad. Most impressive is the balance updates and the quality of life. Yeah, and I think I think with ArenaNet wanting to reiterate on systems rather than introduce new ones, I think we're gonna see really, like, I think we're gonna see really cool stuff. Like, I could see quick play for dungeons, for example, like 100%. Like, why not, right? You don't need group compositions for dungeons, even explorable dungeons. You don't. So it'd be really cool to have players that are leveling up already be introduced to a quick play feature that exists in game for dungeons that they then understand as a thing when they go into fractals and then later into raid encounters, right? Like, I think there's a natural progression to things. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm still coming off of a cold from last week that I had. It wasn't anything major, it was just a stupid cold. So I've been eating Ricola, like, this stuff is the best. So I've been gonna be chewing on these for the next few days, just so you guys know.
Everyone back here. Our newcomer wins fair and square. Take note.
I've always pictured elite specs that way, taking a thing from another class and adapting it to that class, and that's really what it is, right? Like, and like I said in the video of the elite spec, the dual spec video that I made, right? The argument was that people have been asking for dual classing in Guild Wars 2 since like Guild Wars 2 was announced, right? But it technically already exists in game. I want to say, looking at it, the new set is definitely a step away from that, because the new set kind of focuses on a lot of different ideas, and I think like them having taken a break, like when I continue that series, I will not be including the Visions of Eternity Elite specializations. They will not be in that video because I feel like they're very right. Like, look at the Ritualist. The Ritualist is not a combination of any two classes, but they're pretty much just a Ritualist translated into Guild Wars 2. Same with Paragon, right? Conduit is supposed to be the visual aspect of the Dervish brought to Guild Wars 2 in that sense, right? Like some of the ideas behind the Dervish from Guild Wars 1, right? It's not like a dual class in that sense. So I'm gonna leave those out when I continue that series, but Reaper is Berserker in itself but uses chill instead of fire. 100%. Like 100%. Wallbender is very Thieves assassin, like Guardian, for instance, or Firebrand is kind of like magic cleric. Well, so, and you're right on. So when I continue my series, you guys will see it. But the Firebrand is actually like an elementalist, because each of the tomes has you go into a specific element, right? Like the F1 tome has you use fire magic, right? Like you use a lot of flame and fire to burn your foes. The F2 ability has you use a lot of healing, but more specifically, actually like water abilities, right? Like one of it is called like Oasis or something, right? And it's like it's supposed to like reflect like the healing waters or whatever of like the, you know, like just in the desert or whatever, like an oasis in the desert and stuff. And then F3 is very defensive, which is more like Earth, right? Like the Earth for the Elementalist is very defensive. And so F3 is very defensive in that sense. And so you have like an Elementalist there, right? And then, like you said, the Willbender is a thief because it has a lot of teleports. It has a lot of shadow stepping and teleports and being in your enemy's face and kind of like rushing at them really quickly and like those types of things. And so it's more of like an assassin, especially with the dual swords, right? Because that's, you know, when you look at it too, the connection is actually in the game itself, because the two swords came from the idea that Shiro was a willbender. They never obviously named it that in Guild Wars 1, but when you look at the Guild Wars 2 Shiro abilities, what are they called? Well, he's called the Legendary Assassin, right? So it's, you know, and in Guild Wars 1, you could even get his swords to be your swords as an assassin. You could have them, and the assassin is the progenitor to the thief class, right? So you immediately have that like connection there when you look at it. So it's really cool to think about that. The Visions of Eternity specs, a lot of them amplify the core class in a way, so I agree with you. Yeah, I think they just like put a twist on it, right? Like I don't know if I would think of like the Ritualist being amplified, like an amplified necromancer, but I just think it takes an idea and tries to implement it into Guild Wars 2 without being based off of something that's already existent in game, right? Like, you know, my argument was always that the End of Dragons elite specializations are very much based off of having like being based off of other professions that are already existent in game, which becomes very obvious when you look at it that way, right? Like we talked about specifically, we talked about the what's it called, the Bladesworn, right, which is like a warrior slash engineer. Look at that bee, look at that green and yellow bee.
Nature's beauty.
Like Troubadour and Antiquary and Ritualist is like amplified core versions, but is it really amplified core versions? I mean, the thief doesn't have any like randomness to it, you know what I mean? Like they added this whole idea of like, you know, obviously there's some comedic relief in there, but also it's just, it adds like the idea behind it, the theme behind it is like having the randomness, right, that's in there. So I don't know. I mean, you could look at it like Troubadour is kind of like using the core things that it has, but just putting a musical twist on it, right? I don't know if they're like, to me they feel changed rather than amplified, right? They just feel like we're gonna kind of keep the same ideas that it has, but we're gonna change it and have it like work in a different way. Kind of, to me at least. Yeah, like the third tome is Earth. Yeah, 100%. So that because it's defensive, right? It's like defensive and it's Earth magic, and you know, Earth magic has a lot of defense stuff. A lot of like blocking and reflecting, and that like the idea behind it. Not necessarily that it has a lot of that, but the idea behind it. And I think we see that for sure.
Magic slides from rancid skin. Magic so
Stolen skills are kind of random based on who. I guess so. I guess I never looked at it that way. You're right. I mean, there is an element to randomness for sure.
You're kidding, right?
Ugh, get up. Those water spouts do so much damage. It's really bad.
Who are you?
You must like pain.
But you could say with all the swiftness boon applied, I guess that's air. I guess so. Right, there's like the idea of like quickness. You get quickness from the from a lot of the traits and stuff. So air could be like, you know, air isn't like an active element, but it's more of like a passive element that you can access through the traits and stuff. You know, like all the quickness and stuff, which has like a little bit to do with like, you know, a little bit with air. You know, there's like the speediness of it, right? It's kind of like it's in there. You know, I don't know if there's like specific traits that give you like swiftness or something, but yeah, I don't know. Not to mention, Condi builds are very random and viable for thieves. You could go full poison, full bleed, or mix them together. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what builds people come up with. I think it's going to be really cool. I think there's going to be some really cool stuff that people come up with. Not that I will like Antiquary, but I can't wait to see what people come up with for Antiquary. Air flips the pages of the tome. I mean, it's very interesting to think about. It's kind of weird because when I think about Wind and Earth, I always am reminded of Dervish in Guild Wars 1, which had Earth prayers and Wind prayers. And they were very, like, they were almost like, I almost found the Dervish to be this magical warrior that's infused with part of the elemental magic, right? Because it has Wind and Earth prayers, which both kind of focus, like, on, you know, obviously the Earth prayers focus on like Earth damage and dealing with like thorns and stuff like that, you know, which is very like Melandru-esque when it comes to Earth. And then the Wind prayers are a lot of like Duena and like speed and like that type of stuff. So I always, it's so weird because I always considered the Dervish to be its own like kind of hybrid in Guild Wars 1 in a weird way, where it's like this hybrid between warrior and like the scythe warrior and an elementalist in a way. Already came up with all my builds during the beta. Well, some of those might have changed. I don't know how many changes. I know the changes to the Paragon were in the trades were pretty significant. I looked a little bit at the Evoker. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't remember really. I played Evoker a little bit and I was like, I still hate this, so I didn't play. I don't like Evoker. I'm not a fan of it. But I think there was a lot of changes there, but I don't know. Probably got to tweak them a bit since it changes. Yeah, probably. Do you think Arena will give us more classes and specs from Guild Wars 1 now that they open the floodgates? I mean, they're trying to still make Conduit the, like the, you know, the Dervish class. I don't know if there's really anything else, because we have pretty much everything else kind of covered in that sense, you know. I feel like there's not really a class in Guild Wars 1 that I would say, hey, we need this in Guild Wars 2, that's not available in Guild Wars 2. You know what I mean? Because someone might say, well, Monk isn't available, but you can 100% make a Guardian like a Monk. Okay, like 100%. You can use kind of the same magics, the same thing. You can, like I said, you can slap Firebrand on it. You can make it feel like a Monk with like protection prayers when you use F3, because those are like protection spells. F2 is like your healing spells. F1 are your smiting spells. So the Firebrand is almost like the modern iteration of a Monk, and the 3 schools that the Monk could use in Guild Wars 1, right? Which were like smiting, healing, and protection. So, and other than that, there isn't really anything where I'd be like, that is a new thing, right? Because like the thief is kind of the assassin, and they kind of brought like the shadow magic already back with Spectre, so we already have that, and everything else is already available. So there's nothing. I don't think there's really anything that they're gonna bring back, so to say. I don't know if that means like they could be bringing back maybe specific like boss monster things and maybe have those become, but I don't think they're going to do that. I don't see a reason for that. But I think ArenaNet, I think what ArenaNet was trying to do mostly with this expansion is really put those requests to sleep, right? Like I think ArenaNet is trying to check off, like I said, it's the period of like this, and that's another reason why I think Visions of Eternity is going to be so great, because right now ArenaNet is in their period of, hey, we're going to listen to the player base, and we're going to add everything that you guys have been wanting for so long now. We're going to add those, right? And that was Paragon, and that was Ritualist, and that was Dervish, right? Like those things were asked for so long. And I think ArenaNet is really looking to put those requests to rest so that they can look at like new things that people are asking for, right? And that they can say, you know what, now that we have put these into the game, we can now look at like maybe some other concepts, maybe like that other people have come up. Maybe they're going to look at some of my videos and say, hey, we really like these concepts, these elite specialization concepts that you came up with before End of Dragons, and we're going to implement them in game. Because I tell you what, a lot of them haven't been implemented. Like I had the one that I still really felt like was really cool was the idea of the Judge, which was this hammer wielding necromancer that utilized the life force as like a more of a shield. It was more of like a shield that was like so it's almost like the opposite of like Blight, where it's like always active or something. Like you don't really go into Shroud or something. I don't really remember what the concept was, but you know, I'm thinking that's what ArenaNet is gonna do. The only manga I want is martial arts kind. Give everyone main hand focus, please. I think that's something that ArenaNet, I think there is, you know, that's a request. I feel like that's probably going to start bubbling to the surface now that some of the other ones that we have already, like, that we have gotten now have been kind of quenched, is the idea of people wanting specific weapons in like specific, I think, like I talked about, the 3 offhand weapons have never come to main hand. It'd be really cool to have a set of elite specializations that all of them had a set of like a set of offhand weapons that they get as main hand, right? So it'd be really cool to have, see, I think there's something going on here because I get this error with the shadow. I've been getting that. I think this has to do with them implementing the new shadow tech or something. I've been getting this weird bug for like days now. But I think ArenaNet is looking to maybe that's something that they'll do, right? Like my hope is that they'll say, hey, we have 3 offhand weapons. and we're gonna take them, and we're gonna you know, between 9, so, you know, like three weapons for, you know, each. Like there's gonna be one heavy armor that's gonna get the torch main hand. There's gonna be one medium armor that's gonna get the torch main hand, and there's gonna be a light armor that gets torch main hand, right? And then we're gonna get one main hand focus for a heavy, one main hand focus for a medium, one main hand focus for a light armor, and then we're gonna get a shield main hand for a heavy, a shield main hand for a medium, and a shield main hand, like something like that, right? Like, and have elite specializations that are tied to that, or maybe just the weapons themselves or something. I don't know, but I still think the next slot for weapons is gonna be Trident. I'm still thinking like Trident is gonna be the next thing. At least I'm hoping for that. Troubadour was also asked for. Mesmerism and Rangers wanting Bard. Yes, that was another one that was asked for so long. Like I said, ArenaNet is in a period of time. Like right now is the time for us to really gather the people together and ask for like things, right? Because the louder we can shout these things right now, the chances like right now are super high that ArenaNet will implement those things. You know, the things that people maybe have already given up on. It might be time to like kind of dust that off and say, hey, you know what? We want to see this. We want to see whatever this thing is that I've been asking for. You know. Oh, that was a good idea. If we get new specs, I also get new weapons again. And what is it? 3 get main hand shield, 3 get main focus, and 3 get main and warhorn. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, it's actually 4. Oh, you're right. There's actually 4 weapon. You want it to be more verbose. That works too. You're actually right. There's actually 4. I forgot about Warhorn. That's also a weapon. There's actually 4. There's 4 offhand weapons. So that completely destroys everything I just said. Because there's Focus, Warhorn, Shield, and Torch. I totally forgot about that. I did spot some juvenile creatures. I did see them, but they're not a mystery. They're not the ones that I saw, the creatures that I saw are not a mystery. We already know we're getting those. So it wasn't anything, or it's already speculated to be a thing. So there wasn't anything new that I saw. There wasn't anything like revolutionary where I'm like, oh my god, I can't talk about that. So I hope we're getting more. I only saw one. I only saw one type of creature to be taken as a pet. I don't know if there's like others. I have no idea. I don't know how many are being added. No clue. No idea. Oh, I hate it. There is, I do have one, there's one major worry that I have about Visions of Eternity as a whole. And I'll talk about it tomorrow. And I'll definitely remember to talk about it because I know it's definitely going to come up. But there's one big worry that I have that I think it's nothing that's super impactful to the expansion itself, but that might impact my personal enjoyment of the expansion in the long run. And so I'll talk about that tomorrow, but yeah, I did notice that. And we're getting more than one pet. How do we know that? Do we know that? I only saw one creature. I don't know if there was another one. Do we know that there's another one coming? Because yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're getting another one. I can't say too much, but I wouldn't hope for more than one. Alright, like I said, I don't know if we're getting another one, but to me, I think we're only getting one. No? Are we? I don't know. Wait a minute, I might have lied. I think I'm misremembering. Forget everything I said. I can't say anything. Okay. Well, forget I said anything. I think I'm wrong. No, yeah, and I think I'm wrong on what I said. So forget everything I said. Maybe there will be 2. I don't know. Maybe there'll be more. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be 5. I'm not sure. Oh, I can't wait though. I'm so excited to hang out and like go to Castora. It's gonna be so interesting. I can't wait to hear the lore. Like there's something about the story that happens way early on that I didn't experience. Like I said, I didn't play the story, but there is I like right at the start of the map, there's 2 NPCs that are hanging out that talk about something that must have happened in the early parts of the story, like right before you get to Castora. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And this like hinted at like some larger, like, it's weird because these are like 2 random NPCs and they have like just this one line that they say. Like this one person has this one line that she says, and then they kind of like don't elaborate on it. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is like huge and you guys aren't saying anything about this. So I don't know, there's something like really exciting that happens like way early, or exciting for the lore nerds. There's something very exciting for us lore nerds that happens early on, and I was like, I'm gonna need some elaboration. And it's funny because I literally sat in front of these NPCs for 10 minutes to see if they would like say something else, but they literally just have this like one little line that they say and they don't say anything else. And I'm like, oh my god, you gotta give me more than that. It's like, this means nothing to me.
Hey, Wayfinder, come here.
Oh god, is that Japanese? I don't know. I don't know what that says. Hello person from, I think that's Japanese. I don't want to be offensive. Welcome to that person. I don't know where they're from, but welcome. I want Crocodoggo and the Dragonfly. Also can't wait to fight the T-Rex that was in the latest trailer. I saw that T-Rex. I did not see that T-Rex on the map when I went. I'm gonna be honest. I did not see that guy. Oh. Or maybe I did and I didn't realize it was him. But I didn't recognize him. Reminds you of Tomb Raider. Well, it's like one of the earliest moments in Tomb Raider where you encounter like a T-Rex, which is such a pivotal moment, right? Like it's so crazy because up until that moment, you think of like Tomb Raider as this like mysterious game, and you're like you're not quite sure. Like I remember back then when my parents played it, you know, we weren't quite sure on like what kind of game it would be, you know.
Oh, almost forgot.
And then
Our
all of a sudden there's like a
drones will be at the testing
dinosaur.
sites.
And I was just like, whoa, okay,
Retrieve
so
additional doses from them if needed.
that's kind of weird. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think the third map as well. I'm gonna be really curious to see what's gonna be on the third map.
Like a stubborn cub refusing to take its medicine.
Just because I kind of want to see how they like finish up the maps. That is Chinese. Okay, well, I'm very sorry that I got that wrong. I don't know what that said. If that said something offensive, that's okay because I don't know what it says. Okay, well, hello. I don't know what you're saying. I apologize. But welcome nonetheless. Nonetheless, you're welcome here. I just don't know. I'm sorry. Oh god. Can anyone Google Translate that for me? Or like, you know, translate it, like someone that knows Chinese? I don't know how many people in chat speak Chinese, but because if that is some offensive stuff, then I'm gonna need to do something about it. But I don't know what it says, so I'm like, okay. Hello, hi. Hello. Looks around awkwardly. Hello. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that meme with the girl. She's like in the back seat and she's like that's how I feel right now. It's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Looking for all the treasure. Well, I gotta gather some resources as well. Let me gather some mithril. But I'm really happy that ArenaNet is like stepping up and doing all these trailers and doing all these like little videos and map fly-throughs. I just wish they would have done that a little sooner and kind of like spread out the hype. Like I said, all the shorts and stuff like that. If they had done like a short, like a couple of shorts a week, right? They could have spread this out for like a whole month. And they could have done like a month. Instead of having everything within like 2 weeks, they could have spread it out to like a whole month. But nonetheless, I'm happy that it's happening, right? Like, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get any like partner videos this time around. Like people going through the maps or like, you know, doing some kind of previews or something. Like, that's kind of sad to me, but that's okay. I want to ask if you have updated it. Updated what? I'm glad that you're speaking in English. Welcome. Because I understand it, not because it's superior or anything. It's just that I understand it. Updated? Have I updated what? Or are you asking if the update is live? It's not. The update won't be live until tomorrow. It'll be in 14 hours from now. Guys, we have 14 T minus 14 hours. Well, it's technically 13 hours and 42 minutes, but still, you know, 13 hours and 42 minutes until the update goes live, or should go live, I should say. For those of you wondering, should I do like a timer on stream? Should I put a timer down? I think I still have that. Do I have the timer? Okay, I don't. Just repeating the question doesn't help me much. I'm trying to help. I'm sorry. Did I run? I ran past it again. Where is it? Oh, right there. Get out of here. Get out of here, Titan. I want nothing to do with you. You're old news. You're all done now. No one cares. No one cares about Titans anymore. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by have you updated it. I'm sorry, I don't know. Is this the timer? No. I had a didn't I have a timer? I had a timer. I know I did. What did I do with it? It was a long time ago because I used a timer. I used a timer for, and there's a specific name for it, and I forgot what it's called. I think it's a folder. It's in a specific folder. I don't know either, but thank you for trying to help out. I know I had a timer. I was gonna just put a timer on stream hold on. I know I can find this. I just gotta Google it because I don't know. There it is. That's it. Don't I have this? I think I do. Oh, I do have it. I have it. I do have it. We can put a timer on. Ah! I just came back into the game. I saw the freaking Titan attacking. I don't want to update. I don't care right now. Alright, I'll put a timer on. No, not edits. No. Oh. Here. You'll be a few days later. Yeah, and that's the one I found. Thank you, Emily. That's the one I was looking for. I forgot the name of it, but I just found it. Oh, there's a countdown on that shop. Oh my god. Can't I make this like a countdown? Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you guys are getting it a few days after us. All the way in China. That's really cool. I love that. I'm a fan of that. I'm gonna be on, like, I'm very excited for you guys. I wonder if I can do a... I cannot. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Mitch just send me all this. Fidget dash high. Okay, so we have a timer. No, stop it. I wanted the other one open. This is not, none of this is working. This website is entirely too long. Wish I could make that like a pop out or something. I'm just gonna use this. Oh, hold on. Like that. I love Chinese culture. I don't know much about Chinese culture. I'm very ignorant in that sense. I'm very sorry. Don't know much about Chinese culture. And I can probably cut this. Transform, edit, transform. So we'll crop the left by the top by like 200. Done. So I came here to ask. Yeah, so it'll be live. So right there, it tells you right there how long we have. Okay. No, it doesn't. Why is it not ticking down? Did it update now? Okay. I can't. I don't have space for this. Where can I put it? I'll just put it right here. Okay. Does it still go if I'm in game? Okay, yeah, it's open. Okay, I gotta leave it open. There you go. So this will be for us the time right there on screen when it goes live. $13 and 33 minutes, you guys. And 53 seconds. It's gonna be super fun. So if you want to show, if you want to be here tomorrow, we're gonna be doing giveaways as well. So that'll be super fun. Where is it? Oh, there. Oh, my sister is playing right now. Interesting. What's she doing? Oh. She's I think working on her sky scale. Ooh, we got 2 right here. Right now I'm sitting at 39,000 achievement points. So not quite that. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know how high that is, but I know there's like a lot of them. Did you guys notice this, by the way? If you have like multiple you're missing, they're not lining them up here anymore. They're actually just making it a white emblem. I don't know if anyone noticed that change. I don't know what that was like implemented with like a recent patch, but yeah. So I'm still missing a lot. But I know I'm almost at 40,000K. Gonna be so excited. Probably hit it with tomorrow's update. I feel like there's gonna be a lot that I'm gonna get. Ooh, 47,000? Nice. That's awesome. I wish I need to go through and I need to finish a bunch of these achievements. There's so many that I don't have, that I could have, that I should have. So at some point in time I'll get some more achievements. Yeah, 39,000 really isn't that much for the amount of time that I've played. Like, really not. But that's really cool. I wish I had that many. One day I'll get there. That's crazy because I remember there was a point in time. This was, I think, right around like season 3. I want to say like before Path of Fire or something. I actually had like pretty high for like the maximum that you could get at the time. I had a pretty high count at the time, but then after that I kind of started like falling behind a lot. And so yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's okay. Your English was great. I mean, you know plenty, so you're good. No worries. I appreciate you being here. Hope to reach 29K for a certain skin. Yeah. Well, I have some of those skins that you're talking about down here. This is the staff. The staff, and then I have the what is this, the scepter? I have the scepter. I have the dagger. Trident.
Another storm nears.
Longbow?
Astral
Shortbow?
wards fortify the camps. Prepare
Longbow.
yourselves. The strangers will
Shortbow.
move soon.
That's it. I mean, I also have like this set done now, which is super nice. I love how the orange bleeds through. It's not supposed to be that way. Yeah, that staff is pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, it's very paladin. You know, the thing that sucks about it, like, I wish they would go back. Like, that's one of the things I wish they would revisit and actually give us die channels for it. Because imagine what cool armor you could make, like, with having those parts be different glows and having the metal parts of the armor be, like, different colors. Like, you could make some really cool looking stuff with it. So I don't know. I really wish they would, like, go back to it and change it. Like, because the thing is, like, it's one of those, it's the armor that you get through, like, achievements and stuff. So it would be nice to have it actually be good, you know, be like a really good look, like, not that it's a bad looking armor, but it's worse in the sense that it doesn't have any die channels compared to, like, even the most basic of armor sets. Like, the most basic armor sets have, like, at least 3 slots of dies, or like you know, 1 slot or 2 slots of die, like some kind of die something, right? But this one doesn't have any, and that's very like icky to me. You can't click on the bullets screen to translate on YouTube. It's a little troublesome. I still have to take screenshots. Oh really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy. YouTube needs to get their shit together, is what I think. Fix them up. Yeah, I think the rewards achievement chests, I mean, you know, they're kind of a joke in the community now, because like anyone that gets like 40,000, you know, like they've played the game for a long time. 400 gems is nothing to them, right? Like that's really nothing. But yeah, I don't know. I just want them to kind of update that part of it. Like, I get that the weapons aren't going to be updated because they don't have die channels, but like every armor set has a die channel. Like, at least let me dye the glow on it, right? Like, and same with the fiery one. I would love to see like different kinds of glows on it. Like, I could see someone making like a purple glow on those, right? And have like a demonic looking skin or something. I don't know. Instead of like a fiery lava one. You know, so I don't know. I just wish that they would look at that and change that at least. At least make it feel like some kind of premium skin that you're getting out of the game. I think Arena Jedi needs to give us 2 to 3 black line chest keys per 500. I don't know about that. That might be a bit much. You know, because the thing, you also got to remember, like, you know, people wanting this stuff out of Blackline chest key, that's where the sales are, that's where the money's coming from, right? Because there's still a lot of whales and a lot of people out there, like myself included. Once in a while, I'll go out and I'll buy some keys and I'll just try my luck on it, right? Like to get some statuettes and stuff. Especially now with the way that they have updated them. I'm like, I want to try my luck with that, right? But if people... Like, people are going to look at that and they're going to be like, well, you know what? I'd rather buy a new account and play through a new account, do all the easy achievements to get Black Line chest keys rather than paying for Black Line chest keys, right? And so, you know, if they sell like a basic, you know, I mean, you can earn achievements through free-to-play accounts. Right, so they're not making any money off of it because people would just make a new account, open whatever in the chest, and if it's something, I mean, I don't know, can you send a key? Maybe that doesn't work because you can't send anything. You can't send any of the good stuff through, because it's automatically unlocked on that account, so you can't technically do that. I don't know. Maybe that would work. I'm not sure. China should be updated on the 31st. I will take leave and not go to work, play games at home. Yeah, you know what? I don't blame you. I would be doing the same thing. See, the thing is that I have gone ahead and thought ahead, and I have planned my schedule so that I'm always off on at least Tuesdays. So whenever they do an update, I'm always off on Tuesdays. So that, because we get our updates on Tuesdays, so I'm always off on Tuesdays. I made sure of that. I tell all my jobs that I cannot work on Tuesday. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that could work, right? If anything, the Wizard's Vault gets you profits, but you have to buy an account. Yeah, I guess that's true. I wonder if there's people out there that genuinely do that. That get, like, they buy a new account through, like, you know, when there's a sale or something. They buy, like, a bunch of them. and keep the series, like, you know, because sometimes you can get them for like $6 or something. You can get an expansion, right, when they're like on sale and stuff. You can get them for like $6. So I wonder if there's people out there that get like really cheap achievements, Jesus, they get really cheap expansions and then make a new account. You know, they get like a batch of them. They get like 10 for like $60, right? Because they're only like $6 or whatever. So for like $60, they get 10 different accounts, and they just go through one at a time and play through those and just do their like dailies on there or something, and just like finish up the vault and then send all that money to their main accounts and just get like way more money off of it that way, you know? I don't know. I feel like there's people out there that would do something like that. But using AA to grab the gold and just sending that and missing coins is so much profit. I'm gonna use my old account. Yeah, I think at some point I need to do that as well, but I'm too lazy to do that. I'm just like, whatever. Alright, guys. I was hard at work on videos today. Like I announced, I'm working on a members only video series. I started working on the first script today, and then about halfway through I realized that I think I need to split it up in two. So the way that I have it now is like, okay, I need to like rework the first script because I originally had two parts to it. And then now I'm only gonna focus on one part. So now I need to extend that because it was too long. So I kept going to like 3.5 minutes, and you can't make a short that way. So I had to go back and change it. And so now I need to go back in and I need to extend it because I now cut it in half, and then now it's really short. So I need to make it longer. Oh, God. China's Dark King sells for more than $1,000. China's Dark King. I don't. What is it? Is that like an item on the gem store or something? What's the Dark King? Definitely won't do more than one account. That's for that. I actually have another account that has access to Vault, but I'm too lazy. I'm glad you're excited, Emily. It's gonna be really cool. I think you're gonna like it. I think it's gonna be a really good series overall. So an Emily only video for now. For now, it is. Emily will be the only one that gets to see that video. You're not wrong. It's an Emily only video for now. I'm hoping that I can entice people to like, so that it's not just an Emily only video. That's the whole plan of it. I'm telling you, I have about, like, in that series, there's about, right now, like, I can probably think about, on the top of my head, like, 40 different episodes at least, if not more. So there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot coming in, and that's going to be Flying Dragon Skin. Oh, okay. I have that one. I know what you're talking about. I think. Hold on, let me look. Is it... No. This one? This one? Dark Monarch? This one? It doesn't quite look that way. Color is all fucky. This guy right here? I have him. He goes for $1,000? Oh my god, that is insane. It's a lot of money. But this guy? He's not even that great. I mean, he's kind of cool, but... That's crazy. $1,000, you guys. For that skin right there. That's crazy. Yeah, quite different stuff going on in Chinese client. Yeah, $1,000 for that skin. I mean, it's not even that great of a skin. It's not even that great. Like, it's a good skin, but who is gonna pay $1,000 for that? That must be like super prestigious though. Like, no one must own that skin. Very rare amount. Come on, give me some treasure chest. Hello. Oh, what? I've never encountered this. You can find a... What? It says eliminate the Titan spawn your Warclaw has found. So by sniffing around, I activated this event. Has this ever happened to any of you guys? That has never happened to me. That has never happened to me ever. And I'm interrupting the guy that was trying to fish over there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I interrupted you with your fishing. I didn't mean for this to happen. I swear. I didn't know this was gonna happen. It costs 1,000. That's crazy. That's insane. So like it's super rare, right? Like no one has that then? No one has that skin. So if I go on the Chinese client, I'm gonna look like a big baller with my $1,000 skin. I mean, not that I could access it with my account, but... That's quite insane. I don't think there's any skin in any game ever that I would ever pay $1,000 for. But that's because I'm very cheap. I don't like paying that much money. Sorry, I was hearing weird things outside, so I was like, oh, what's going on? No! Get up. Oh, I should have waited to activate that. My bad. Oops, that's too late. Oh. It was obtained through the lottery without guarantee. Some people would smoke more than 1,000 and didn't get. Oh, really? Wow, $100,000? Oh my god, that's insane. So much. That's so much money. That's crazy. You know what I would do with $100,000? I'd pay off my house. Pay off my house with that. That's a lot of money. I can't imagine spending that much money on trying to get an in-game skin and not getting it. That's so bad. But that's because like China probably doesn't have any like gambling restrictions or anything like that. Like all that stuff is like so legal there. Right? I'm guessing. Which is a shame, right? Because it, like, I never realized, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I never realized how much gambling is, how much like it's so weird because I, you know, growing up and like even in my like adult years and stuff, I've always heard about like gambling addictions. And I always thought that that was like, I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever, right? Like, that's not whatever, right? But at my current job, I tell you, there are people, there's actually like 2 or 3 people that have a legit gambling addiction. Literally, like my one manager, he has, we talked about it actually yesterday. Weird that it comes up, but we talked about it yesterday. He actually has a gambling addiction. He talked about how he is this year $4,000 in the hole based on his gambling. Like, he gambles so much, and you know, it's weird because I'm like, I never really thought of it as like this big issue. But like at this job that I'm working at now, I've really realized how much of a problem gambling actually is.
Let's see.
So weird. The Chinese operations team is like this. Then you have a luck like mine. Use a level 10 Black Lion key and get the unique drop right away. Yeah, I wish I had that luck. I have another friend that has luck like that. She gets it on like, you know, she gets like all the good stuff on like her second try. And I'm like, bro, how? How do you get all of this? I like the idea of it, but there's a game on Steam literally called Loot Box where you solve mini games puzzles, and open loot box for random useless rewards. Very satisfying. I mean, I'm sure that's satisfying, but like, it's such a problem. It's such an addiction. And I feel so bad for people that have it because I don't have it. I'm firmly this person that if I cannot see the value in something, that I won't do it. Like, even drinking, for example. Like, I only drink socially because if I'm in the setting, want to have a good time, like, yeah, I'll drink something. But I'm not gonna sit here at home and buy liquor and get drunk by myself. But there's people that I work with that are like, oh yeah, no, I do that. Like, I'm gonna go home and I get wasted tonight. I'm like, but why? Well, I don't know. I just feel like it. I just want. I'm like, you have a problem. Like, if you want to go home and you want to get wasted on a random Thursday and just not do anything, like, that's kind of an issue. Like, you need to work through something. There's something there, right? Like, I don't know. I just nothing against those people and no judgment on those people, because I'm sure, you know, we all have our own shit going on. We all have like things we deal with and stuff. But it's kind of strange how, like, I'm like, do you not know how much money you spend on that? Oh my god, it's so much money. Like, holy crap. Same with like smoking cigarettes and stuff. I couldn't do like $10 a pack or whatever they are now. Oh my god, no. What? Why? Why? To kill yourself? You pay $10 a pack to kill yourself. What? That's crazy. I don't know. I feel like that would be reason enough for me to stop any kind of anything that I have going on.
Bloodstone.
That's just me. By the way, we also have plus 25 power infusion, which costs thousands of dollars. Oh my god. That's crazy. I put 0 drugs and drinks in my body. My body is a temple. I mean, I will say, like, for example, like, I do my gummies, right? Like, I talked about this. I use my, you know, I do my gummies, my edibles, right? But I do them because they really help me relax. Like, after a hard week, and after my muscles and my bones are like screaming in pain, it really helps me relax. And that's the only reason I do it, is because I get a benefit out of it. Right? Like, I get to relax after a hard week with doing that, right? I guess drinking does the same for a lot of people, right? But I don't know. It still feels like...
What do you think this building was used for?
I don't know, if you're doing it all the time, like I only do it when I need it, right? When I really, really like, when I'm like at the end of it, right? Where I'm like, oh my god, I'm in so much pain and like everything hurts. I'm like, please, I'm just gonna take like a half of one. You know, I don't do it to get high because I don't like the feeling of it. Like when I get too high, guys, I sit here and I like drool out of my mouth because I'm like, it's just like, I feel like a fucking vegetable. I'm like, no, nope. I only do it to like relax. Like I had, like I talked about it, the movie night. Someone made like a really nice cider, and so I had a glass of that. I didn't get drunk. I didn't like. I had a glass because I had a great taste to it. I wasn't gonna drink any more because I knew that I was probably gonna be like freaking wasted afterwards. But I wanted like one glass. I had one glass and I was fine. I wanted to taste it. I wanted to know what it tasted like, and I'm like, cool, this is it.
Let's see.
The anchor can type out what you want to say to me or ask Jin to turn it over. I can't understand what he says too much. I meditate to relax. I mean, I like to do that too, but it doesn't. Meditation to me helps with my. There is a thing here I was gonna say. Meditation to me is more of like a mental and spiritual thing, not a physical thing. Like meditation to me doesn't help me physically. Yoga does. I've tried yoga, and yoga does help a little bit, but it's not something. I don't like after a busy week and having worked a lot, I don't really want to sit there and do yoga. You know what I mean? Like it's just I'm like I just want to take something and relax. Like I work a lot and I just have a lot of like I don't know, I get in like physical pain. I'm just looking for a chest to open. Maybe there's something down here. Hello. No. Yeah, meditation can be really, really good. I haven't done it in a long time now, but it does help to kind of have this Zen state you can go into, you know? Well, that's always good. It's always good to not have to worry about that all the time.
Bloodstone.
Alright, I think I'm pretty much done with looking for chests because this map is like just so hard to navigate when you're trying to look for chests. Wow, there's 2 of them. As I complain about it. I bought the latest 3rd generation of the damn Apple headphones, but China doesn't support real-time translation. Otherwise, I can't understand what you say. Really? So why does China not support that? What's the argument that's being made there? Do they not want people to be able to understand other languages? Is it like a tyranny thing where they're like, we don't want people to have the information? I wonder, could you get that from like a different country though? Like the same set of stuff? Like the headphones, but are like enabled to do that? Lately, certain streamers, YouTubers have come out talking about verbal and physical abuse they have been experiencing. Has been triggering some memories, but I'm doing all right so far, I think. Oh, that's good. I don't know who these people are that you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, you guys know that I talk about my my personal life. You know, I do talk about it every so often. I mean, I talked about it today, but I will say that I'm very fortunate in that sense, because I guess I'm fortunate and unfortunate in this at the same time, because the thing is, I can't, like, I don't experience any abuse, but it's also because I cannot experience any abuse because I'm just not around people, right? Like, I live by myself. Like, yes, my sister lives in the same building, but like, if I don't want to, like, I haven't seen my sister now since the last time we streamed together. We text each other, but I haven't actually physically seen her since then, right? So it's like, I don't have really any connections with people, or I don't have any other family or friends or people I live with. I'm not in a relationship. I have none of that. So I can't really experience the abuse. So I guess it's kind of like a good and bad thing, you know? In that sense. Like, the worst abuse that I get is like the garbage that I read on YouTube on my comments. Like, and I'm very fortunate. Like I said, I'm not crying about it. I count myself very fortunate in that sense, where I don't have that abuse. I mean, do I have trauma? Not from abuse, but I do have trauma that I deal with on a daily basis, right? Like, I have like trauma from my past that I deal with all the time. So that's kind of, you know, it does mentally do a thing or two. T-posing in your mouth. I know they never fix that. They never fix the, like, the weird posing issues that anytime you dig that up, it's so weird. Anytime you dig for any of that stuff, they didn't fix that. Mitch King seems to be saying something unrelated to the game. Yeah, we're talking about trauma. We're talking about mental problems, like dealing with that kind of stuff. But I don't know who Emiru is, but I hope that they're doing better. All right, let's see what we got. Look at all this. Look at all these. What's going on here? Oh, I didn't get any locked ones. Yeah, we do that more than most of the time. We like to vent about stuff. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I love to vent. Alright. Well, let's see if I get any. I just want some ectos. I got 13 ectos. That's pretty good. Alright, let's open these. 22. Okay. Are you not supposed to get weapons out of these anymore? I thought we would get still the like rare weapons, and I guess they must have updated those. You're getting these instead now. I don't think I got those before. Did I? Huh. Weird. I don't know. I don't know, my guys. Moving that down a bit. Alright, what else could I possibly do? Just hanging out, you know? We're going over here soon, you guys. It's like, I think the maps are like this, and then this, something like that. Or like this, this. And like down here. Does the anchor know the SC copy team? I watched their videos to learn. I do not know. I don't know the SC copy team. Is that like a Guild Wars related thing? Gonna head to bed early. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, Mish. SC copy team. None of that comes up. I don't know what that is. The previous was duplicated. Sorry for copying it by mistake. No, that's okay. I just don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. I do not know them. Let's now we know.
I hear their impertinent words, stifling me, holding me back.
Yeah.
Those incantations. Ancient necromancy. He's trying to siphon life force to resurrect himself.
Who's gonna...
I probably am not going to be on much longer anyways, because I'm going to be live tomorrow for a long time, so... but I did do my dailies. Look at that, I'm at $12.95, you guys. I'm not taking it. I'm going to leave it. All right, let me go through what I do want to do is I want to go through all the inventories that I have on all my characters. I want to kind of see if I can't. I want to go through my bank. I want to like accumulate, like put everything together, kind of, and use everything up that I have, right? Like, yeah, I have all these. I want to sell stuff. Let's go. There's a foreign copy racing team. It's very famous. I think you can know it too. I've never heard of them. I'm not into racing though, so that probably doesn't help. All right, I'm gonna close the poll because no one is voting anyways. I just wanted to make sure that we had like that it worked, so it is working. All right. Exquisite opal? Opal. Can I sell you? Wait, is my filter on? No, I guess it is. I didn't mean to do that. Where did it go? Oh, well, half a gold, I can take that. 17 of these guys. I can put that away. What else can I sell? I'm selling that. I don't care. 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 I'm keeping that. I don't care. I don't care. What is this? Fishy rice bowl. No, I didn't mean to. See, look at all the stuff that I have. I have too much shit. Oh my god, where did I put it? Where did it go? Okay. Okay. I'll be good here. I'm just gonna go through all the characters and kind of sort through all of that. And then I'm gonna end the stream. And then tomorrow we'll be refreshed and we'll be ready to go and do all the stuff. I did release a short today. Make sure to go watch it, you guys. It's a regular short. It's not a thing. Nice. I already got a bunch of views on it. Crazy. Alright, what do we have for inventory? Whoa, look at this. This is what my inventories all look like. They look like I just play a bunch and I never look at my inventory, and then it's just this. You can go in here. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy lunch. Ooh, we have that. I gotta put that in my intro. And I'll be back tomorrow with the new maps and stuff. So if you want to come and watch in 13 hours, I'll be live. So you can come hang out and watch the new stuff. Have those in the bank. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. Keep these. I don't even know. Why do I have so many of these recipes here? I don't know. Keeping that. Keeping that. I'm keeping all these. I'm not keeping this. I'm not keeping that. I'm not keeping that. Sell that. I'm just gonna keep these for now. This is all like Lunar New Year bullshit. These I actually have here now. That I have a stack in there. I think that's good. I think I can sell all the other stuff. So I don't want that. I don't know what I'm doing with those, so I'm gonna keep those right now. Okay. That looks good to me. Oh god, this guy's inventory is probably gonna be a nightmare. Oh, of course, my pleasure. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh god. Oh. Instinctively, I looked at that. I just want to get out of here. Leave me alone. Oh boy. Not that much on this one though. I keep looking at it. I'm like, what is going on? I love how it says mysterious bartender. I'm like,
Good to meet you.
I don't know. Still love the way that this armor came out. I was working very hard on getting this armor to the way that I wanted it. It looks really cool. I think it looks really cool. I'm just gonna leave that. Put that. Oh, the rest can be sold. I know there's gonna be some inventory that has so much garbage in it that I'm probably gonna make a shit ton of money off. All right, so we have that. This guy, I don't think he has a lot. He's still in Radasum from today's stream or short that I made. Still hanging out on there. I actually really enjoy playing as him. Problem is just that he's so damn squishy. But he's so fun to play. Just like lightning everywhere. You're just doing lightning damage everywhere. It's so cool. Like more lightning. Does he doesn't have a lot of things.
I'm having trouble with the guidance gyros on my latest generation of clocks.
You should talk to Zuja.
That's not even worthy. I'm not even worried about that. There's like barely anything in there. How about this guy? Yeah, there's some stuff. There's a whole stack of these guys. I'm just gonna open these. Because I haven't done any of my weekly purchases. The other little stack that I have, I'm keeping that for now. I think that's going to be like, I'm not going to stream it, but there's going to be a day, like a couple days before the thing is over. I'm just going to sit there and farm the labyrinth for a little bit. But like I said, whenever I do that, I can only last like 30-40 minutes. And I'm like, I'm so bored of this. I'm going to stop. Especially, whoa, look at that. That's an interesting.
Magister Tassie's research wasn't a complete waste of time.
But like, especially when you're a herald, because you don't even have to attack anything. You just sit there, and you just get rewards. It's kind of crazy. All right, my weekly stuff. I haven't bought any of that, but gotta get those ectos, you know. I could do the batter. I think I'm gonna wait on that. magic trophies. Your son. Ha ha ha. Alright, I can sell you a bunch of stuff. All that, 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 that. Nope. Nope.
Seek, and you shall find.
It's fine, you can sit in there, I don't care. These. Okay, that's good. I'm only really gonna go through the ones that I play. I mean, the ones that I don't play, I'm not even worried about right now. And I don't think I'm gonna tackle the bank right now. I'm gonna probably do that later. Just off stream, I'll just probably go through probably tomorrow before the stream or something. I'll sit down for like 30 minutes and do that real quick before I go live. Oh my god. Was this how it takes forever to load? Okay. Oh, there's really nothing here. Got it. Load in for nothing. There's a bunch of scrap that I can just sell in a second anyways. Hello? Okay, that was weird. I'm thinking right now, so like, you know, a lot of the characters that, you know, a lot of the elite specializations that I do want to play and stuff like that, like, you know, I have like characters in mind already, but when I think about something like the Troubadour and like having a musical, like I don't know which ones of my, I only have like 2 or 3 mesmers or something, but I don't know which one of those I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's gonna be the musical mesmer. Like, I don't know. So I'm kind of thinking of like, maybe I need to make another mesmer at some point. That's like a musical inclined individual. Musically inclined individual. Perfect. Get more of those. Put those away. Oh, wait, we have no more room in our bank. Holy shit, we're full. Don't like that. Not a fan of that. The fuck am I gonna do? Alright, well, I think I'm gonna worry about that later. So just for, you know what? Bye. I don't need that. There's 2 of them. I don't know what the other one is, but I'm gonna have to go through here and figure out what I can get rid of and what I can't, and maybe do some crafting to get rid of some of this stuff. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's, you know, it's getting pretty late. I want to be able to, you know, sleep a lot and then just be like super refreshed tomorrow and be ready to go. It's exciting. We have the release, right? Like it's like before Christmas and you're like, oh, I want to go to bed really early so that I can wake up really early and like get that or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys are really excited. I'm very excited. So tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna do some giveaways. I don't know, like there's probably gonna be like 4 or 5 different giveaways or something. Like maybe I'm not, like I kind of thought about it. I'm like, okay, maybe I won't do one like every single hour, but maybe we're gonna do like a few of them, you know, whenever I feel like, hey, let's do another one, you know. And the more people we get, also the more I want to do them, right? So if we get a bunch of people in here tomorrow, I definitely am gonna do many of those, you know. But that's gonna be pretty much it for tonight. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow during the afternoon. Same on Wednesday. We're gonna be playing through Visions of Eternity. We're gonna talk about lore. We're gonna talk about like what's, you know, the maps, the story, like what's going on, theorize a little bit, speculate a little bit, you know, talk about what we liked, what we disliked, And then we're on Friday, I want to do a Guild Wars 1. So for Halloween, I want to do a Guild Wars 1 Halloween themed stream. So I'm going to go into Guild Wars 1 and we're going to do all of the Guild Wars 1 Halloween stuff that I've never done. Like there's a lot of Halloween stuff. So it's going to be an exciting week, right? It's not just going to be like, tomorrow is going to be exciting, but then Wednesday is going to be exciting and Friday is going to be exciting. And I spent about 2 hours today working on, so one of the shorts came out. There's a Halloween short that I'm working on, which is the Guild Wars 2 Translated. Also, speaking of Guild Wars 2 Translated, I'm currently in contact with ArenaNet to see, there's a specific set of merch that I wanted to do with Guild Wars 2 Translated. And they haven't gotten back to me yet. So I'm trying to figure out if I can, there's a specific thing that I want to do for merch and stuff, and I'm trying to see if that's legal for me to do or not. Like, I don't want to go to jail or whatever, so I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, you have a good night as well. And so, yeah, that, and then like I said, there's a members only series that I'm working on as well. So yeah, super exciting stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Visions of Eternity. All right, I'll see you guys.